This is why Messi is better than Ronaldo, and it's not even close. How's it going, guys? My name is Russ. I'm here to break down why Messi is better than Ronaldo by using the 48 laws of power. So looking here, there's two laws that I want to focus on specifically for these two players, these two great players. So law 4 is what I'm going to be focusing on with Ronaldo. I'm going to be showing you guys why he's a bad example of law 4. So law 4 states that you always say less than necessary. Whenever you try to impress people with words, the more you say, the more common you appear and the less in control. Even if you're trying to say something banal, it will seem original if you make it very open handed and things like. Powerful people impress and intimidate by saying less. The more you say, the less likely you are to say something foolish. Now, there's various instances where I've seen Ronaldo say something foolish, and I'm like, what the heck? Why would he say that? You stupid old man. Like, what are you doing? You're 41, Unk is washed and old, and he can't cope with the fact that he hasn't won a World Cup. And the story that goes with this law is actually a story of a Roman warrior who wanted to go into politics and decided that he was going to, run for being a politician. And so he decided to give a first speech, and the first speech was in front of the congregation, in front of the crowd, and he was pretty much not really saying all that much. He just stripped down and showed everybody his scars. Now, something about this warrior is that he was a very respected warrior. Everybody knew him, and he had a big reputation in Rome for being just a brutal, fearless, and like a very conquering warrior. And so whenever people saw all those scars, they were in awe. They were like, "Oh wow, this guy is legit. This guy knows what he's doing. This guy has been through the shit. He's gonna be able to lead us into victory whenever we elect him." And so it was surefire. Like there and then, he had won the election. Like nobody had anything to say that would top whatever he just done. He'd won it. So he decided to, for the second speech, just go off. He was literally just going off. He was boasting and bragging and just kind of proving to people why they shouldn't vote for him. He was just kind of talking about things that he'd done. He was talking about the people in like a sorry light. He didn't really have anything good to say. And so people were just like spreading it across the land like, we cannot let this guy win. This guy, he cannot win this election. And so everybody just kind of came together and made sure he lost the election. And that's because he said a lot more than he needed to say. In my eyes, Ronaldo is that warrior. Ronaldo is that guy that I looked at in the past and I was in awe. And whenever he was talking back in the day, you knew he could match it up. He could talk the talk and walk the walk. And what hadn't he done in the world of football? He'd won everything. He'd won the Ballon d'Or. He'd won the Champions League. He was Mr. Champions League, closest to 1,000 goals. He's done everything. He brought a trophy to Portugal. He brought two trophies actually, and so he's done everything. But the more he said, the more I'm just like, dude, why are you talking about this? Like, what kind of delusional land do you live in? You sound so insecure right now. You're so insecure that you haven't won a World Cup. You're so insecure that Messi's better than you. And everybody knows it because you just won't shut the fuck up. And these are some crazy stuff that he says over the years that, kind of just let me know that I wasn't tripping essentially. The first one was that the Saudi is bigger than the MLS and League One. The fact that he added League One in there, we know it's the McDonald's league, we know that, but League One is far better and bigger than the Saudi league. Comparison. In comparison, League One just clears. Like everybody in League One clears Saudi League. So that's not even a competition or a comparison or fair comparison or analysis. That's just delusional. That's biased and delusional. And then the Pierce Morgan interview where he said a lot of crazy things. He also said that Messi wasn't the best player in the world. He said something. He said he was better than Messi. He said that Messi wasn't the best Argentinian player. Like he said a lot of crazy things in the Pierce Morgan interview. And the first one that he did actually was one of the reasons why his contract got terminated in Manchester United, if you guys don't remember. And so, a lot of talking and a lot of consequences for that talking and making him look more common. He doesn't look as powerful or intimidating as he is supposed to look. He doesn't have that aura because he just says rubbish. Now, this one, I brought this one on because of where he plays for now. He plays in the Saudi league. He plays in the league that he was mocking uh Xavi of playing in. It's crazy how the turntables, right? And then the Euro means more to than the World Cup. He recently just said this one. He said this one just recently after he got knocked out by Spain. And I'm just like, bro. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, winning that for your country and stuff. Let's not lie to ourselves here. Let's not lie. Like the Euros is never gonna be compared to the World Cup at all. Do you see how the players are playing at the World Cup? It's just miles ahead than the Euros. I'm sorry to say. So that's kind of how Ronaldo feels at this law. And obviously, I don't really need to say anything about Messi. Like Messi doesn't really have to say much. I mean, everybody makes memes that Messi's autistic and he doesn't really know what's going on, but every time that somebody provides a criticism from Messi, he always lets it show in his performances, lets it show in his on the field, lets it show on the pitch. He doesn't really need to say anything. And then this is kind of just like Law 9 and the whole background behind Law 9 and what I was going into with the performances thing. Win through your actions, never through argument. Any momentary triumph you think you've gained through argument is a Pyrrhic victory. The resentment and ill will you will stir up is stronger and lasts longer than any momentary change of opinion. It is much more powerful to get others to agree with you through your actions without saying a word. Demonstrate, don't explicate. So, there's a lot of big words there, first of all, but this is very applicable to Messi because, number one, he rarely gets into public fields. Like, he's just such a humble guy that you call him the best player in the world, and he's like, man, it's just such an honor to be considered as one of the best players in the world. This guy won the World Cup, 8 Ballon d'Ors, I think 4-time Champions League winner, 8-time La Liga winner, a Golden Boot winner. Like he's done everything. He's done everything, and he still keeps beating and breaking records to this day. To this day, he is the highest scorer in the Champions League, or not the Champions League, but the World Cup currently. He has 8 goals in 8 games, I believe. That's unreal. That's freakish. And he's doing it all at the age of 39. Lets his performances do the talking. Anytime he gets criticized at all, he always destroys that criticism with insane performances, a Messi masterclass, if you will. I think that is one of the reasons why it's so hard for people to hate watch Argentina because he's always going to shut you up and make you understand that you cannot hate watch greatness for so long because he's always going to win. He's that good, he's always going to win. I don't even know how to explain it, but like he just lets the football do the talking. He doesn't need to go and do presses, interview. He doesn't need to go interview with Piers Morgan. Just go play football. That's literally what sometimes what people just want these athletes to do. Like people say, stop talking about politics. Just go play basketball. To LeBron, like that's what they want these athletes to do, and they're not doing that. But Messi understands that he's never gonna win an argument with the internet or the whole world. There's a lot of people that watch the sport. He's never gonna win an argument with them. But guess what he's gonna do? He's gonna give your team 5. He's gonna score 5 on your team. He's gonna score a hat trick on your team. It's insane. So he understands this law very well, and he acts accordingly. Um, he won the World Cup. When people were saying Messi can't be the best in the world because he hasn't won a World Cup, what did he go do? What did he go do? He went to go win a World Cup. Now, what are they gonna say? What are they gonna say? Nothing. They can't say anything. And these are like why I believe that Messi slowly overtook Ronaldo, and you're not able to say anything or do anything about it because he understands that he's never going to win through arguments. Ronaldo hasn't understood or doesn't understand this. That's why he's always trying to overcompensate by being egotistical, by saying more than necessary during interviews, and just going on insane tangents and spewing out rubbish takes. It's insane. Like the Euros is. I mean, I'm still mad about that. After losing the World Cup that you've been trying to win for 20 years more than, you're like, oh, well, the Euros is better anyways, and I won it. Dude, who cares? You're a sore loser. Get a life. See, this is In 2017, when Ronaldo was on top of the world, I would never have been able to talk to Ronaldo like this or talk about Ronaldo in this light. But I'm able to because he says way too much. Just put down the mic, Unk. Put down the mic. Anyways, this is the video I had in mind. Thank you guys for watching so much. Let me know if there's anything I missed out on or anything I could add to this video or anything you think that you could add to this video. And let me know if you enjoy this at all. I will try to make more videos like this. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day. Deuces.